Hey everyone, this is Karina, a student physical therapist assistant, and in this video I'm going to be doing a quick masterclass on the Psoas Major. So let's get into it. Alright, so our Psoas Major has an origin in the transverse processes of the lumbar spine. It has an insertion at the lesser trochanter of our femur, and its actions primarily are flexion at the hip, and it is innervated by the femoral nerve. So here's a good picture. The green is the Psoas Major, and again, the origin right here at our lumbar spine, and the insertion at the lesser trochanter. It doesn't really show it here, but I will give a better visual here in just a minute. So a couple of facts. The Psoas Major is closely tied to the body's fight or flight response. So when we encounter stress, whether it is physical or emotional, the psoas does tighten as a protective mechanism. So, unfortunately, in our modern lives, chronic stress can cause the psoas to remain in a constant state of tension. And Kingsley, who I cited, stated that. The second fact I wanted to mention, the Psoas Major syndrome is a rare injury to the iliopsoas. Iliopsoas includes this iliacus muscle right here. Is a rare injury that is typically seen in runners, dancers, and or high jumpers. It usually results from overuse or trauma and frequently known as jumper's hip or dancer's hip. So a couple of good ways to stretch and strengthen our psoas major is the tall kneeling hip flexor stretch, shown in this first picture. So this helps get a deep stretch to help relieve any tightness and helps prevent future injury if done before exercises such as running or exercises that include jumping. Now, the bridge pose. This pose helps strengthening the psoas major hip flexor, which in turn prevents future injury. So it's a good prevention stretch that helps strengthen. So good all in all. All right, so here's a better visual of the psoas major here in our visible body program. So here is the origin at that lumbar spine and the insertion at the lesser trochanter of our femur. So I'm just turning it, flipping around our little skeleton guy here, and as you can see, it inserts and attaches at that lesser trochanter right there. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the line of pull as well while we are here in this program. All right, so let's show you guys hip flexion in action with our psoas major. So as you can see here, our psoas major flexing that hip and the line of pull. Let's get a little closer in here. There it is, that line of pull. Pretty neat. All right, let's move on here. Okay, and we're back. So that just about does it for today's quick masterclass on the psoas major. Here are my references. And as always, thanks for watching.